Well, that's what the year is. It's the building of that identity and the finding of it. So we have a core group of values that are important to a style of game. But every year you have to start at a baseline, at a foundation, and build from there and deal with your year. Usually, you find that what you're going to, the adversity that you'll face, it'll come to you. It'll find it over the course of the year, and then you identify it. And ours came to us in training camp. We know Matthew was in, and Thomas were going to be out, but then Alexander goes down. So there's our year. That's the adversity we have to learn to get into a playoff mindset in terms of how important every little single detail is. That during the regular season, sometimes you kind of work on it. We got to get after that, get it right, because we have to learn how to win without our best players.
Paul, you guys went through what you're going to go through that you went through last year, going through the 24 hours of the ring ceremony and the banner raising
Yeah.
and all that. What did you learn about how quickly your team can flip the switch from the emotion of everything to when puck drops, it's go time?
Yeah, I thought last year I was more nervous about it because it's a quick turnaround to a game. This year I thought it was really important that it happened the night before a game. So we had, I think in general, a quieter summer. We had a bit of an unusual camp because of the injuries, and I liked the reminder of it last year, a little bit of the fun back in. Training camp's not fun, right? We guys work too hard, and it's a grind for these guys. So last night was a little bit of a nice reminder for them what the payoff for all that hard work is, and it kind of lifts everybody's spirits and get them excited about tonight.
How'd you like the ring?
Yeah, I'm going to keep it.
Looked pretty good. A little understated for my taste.
That was too subtle for you,
A little
George?
too subtle.
Excellent.
Although
Excellent.
McGregor takes a PTO and turns that into
Yeah.
a job, just what do you like about what he brought into camp and how he fits in?
Well, what I think Bill and that pro scouting staff does an incredible job at is finding players that can fairly quickly adapt to the game that we play, and he did that. I thought right from his training camp he had figured out the systems very quickly from video, learned to apply it to his game. He had really, really good energy, and it does matter to us. He fits in the room. He's got good connections in there. He interacts like he's been here for a long time. So he figured out all the things that were important to us and applied them.
And where do you look at him fitting in on the ice? I mean, right now, obviously not playing tonight.
He can play either wing comfortably, and he can play up the lineup because he's got some really good speed. So that's where we were looking for him to come in.
Paul, guys going up against Spencer Knight tonight, obviously with you guys for a few years. Just what do you remember most about what he brought when he was with you guys, and then just to see him getting the opportunity he's getting over there?
He's part of that group of guys. I know he didn't play in the game, but he was part of that, championship group. So when we have players come in, it's always great to see them. You always have that kind of, it's like a smile. It's a special little connection there. And for me, as a player, it was always his explosiveness. He's just an incredible athlete. And his ability to get from one side of the net to the other under control with strength. I think he's going to be a great goaltender for the Chicago Blackhawks for a lot of years, and the timing of it's perfect for him to go into a young team and grab it.
Following up the lines yesterday, you had Reinhardt back with Bluesky.
Yeah.
We know that works, we've seen it in the past, but how excited are you seeing maybe that line maybe take a step forward, given that since the last time they were together, it seems like Bluesky and Lundy really have taken steps?
Yeah, well, that's the problem. For me, a little bit of the second story, but interesting for sure, that part of it. Both Lundell and Luosterainen, we started to see different parts of their offensive game coming out playing with Brad. But the one thing we hadn't seen Brad with Sam Bennett. That was kind of always on a list of things. When you look at the way he creates, moves the puck, works in a small area, he's a version of Matthew Tkachuk. It's a really unusual way that they've got incredible hands. Both guys are similar in that. It would be the thing maybe about Brad Marchand that I didn't know. I mean, I knew he was a great player, but we get him out in practice and you see some of the things that he did in the playoffs and in the final, you realize that he has just an incredible set of hands. So we think that would fit. We just didn't know. So that's kind of more of the experiment for us now. We're going to play everybody with everybody over the course of the first 2 months. It just happens that way with injuries. But we're kind of looking at that as to see where that is today.
Externally, it looks like there's some added expectations on Lundell based on Barkov's injury and all that. How do you guys treat? Obviously, he's moving up in the lineup because he has to, but.
Well, we probably value Anton a little more than people would from the outside. He's still trying to crack that top 25, under 25 list, I think. So we think, and then more experiential. This isn't necessarily a place where he gets to raise his game, if you would, because last year in the final, when Barkov wasn't on the ice against Connor McDavid, it was Anton Lundell. So he's already been in it. He's already played in that environment. We just want him to play that game, and our expectation is that he's going to be that good. We think he is now.
Well, Brad, last year, we talked about during the playoffs, he just thought he was 27, 28, 29
Right.
years old. And
Well, it
he seems
feels
like
like
he's
it.
been here forever, the furniture.
It feels like it, right? He's been around a long time, but he is a conscientious player that played a measured game, which is a really good. His foundation is very, very strong. There's just not a lot technically that you have to go to Anton and say, you're turning the wrong way or you're missing your spot. He's got the X's and O's down really well. We thought there was more offense in his game. He scored a lot of goals in his first year. We think it's there. But he wouldn't cheat for it, which we really appreciated, and we also wouldn't allow. He wouldn't cheat for it, and then Brad showed up, and there was just more to be had, and he found a way to jump in on that, both those young men. So we want to see it continue.
Goaltender?
Sergei,
Bobrovsky?
just that one.